to another video. A little bit different of video today. I'm actually going to give some value today. So maybe the 15 minutes that you watch this won't feel like you've just watched me kick and scream and shout a load of shit and potentially do a voiceover over some training and be like, fucking hell. Well, I know that I'm going to do a voiceover for some training because I fucking already filmed the training yesterday. Fucking hell. There we go. And yesterday was a high day. It was a great day. It was fantastic. Let's talk about some banging stuff. Actually offer some value today. So, male prep versus a female prep. This is actually just going to be me versus my wife. What were the differences between me and my wife? And maybe some little things that will correlate between actually what the difference is between male and female. I'm not going to go to crazy amount of detail, but I'm actually just going to touch the surface on this so that some of you will be like, that's some really valuable, I did not know that. We'll get stuck into the business. Let's get stuck straight in. Some things I've got written on here, some things I haven't, I'm just going to talk about. First big one. I was fucking juiced to the gills. She didn't take any anabolics. Zero. First time prep, doesn't need to be taking anabolics. She was a bikini, went to be in bikini. I mean, she doesn't need to be taking Anavar, Primobolan and all this shit. Is there girls that do this? Yeah, for sure, there is. But come on, first timers, at least see if you're going to enjoy it before you end up fucking around with your hormones, all right? Come on. Let's just be a little bit clever. Anavar, Primobolan, DHT derivatives, come on. It is still testosterone going into your body. Let's just watch out for that one. Also, second reason, first time prep, like, what do these actually do? Hold muscle tissue. What's the aim of the game? Get in shape. Are you going to be able to get in shape? What do these do really not very well? Help you get in shape, get you leaner, get fat off your body. These, on the other hand, fat lipolytics, fat burners, well, hang on a minute, they work fucking really well. So what was the same in our preps? We both use lipolytics, we both use fat loss agents, T3, T4, you name it. We used GH, both used GH, we both used Clen. I didn't use Yihimbine, but Chanel used Yihimbine. We used lipolytics. Why not? We could utilise them. They help with fat loss, help you get in shape. It is a competition, so we obviously can utilise these, but it's not going to ruin her hormonally. It's not going to ruin me hormonally because I've already ruined myself by taking anabolic steroids. So now I'm reliant on anabolic steroids, which I totally accept. Fuck it, who gives a shit? I want to be a bodybuilder. Something that was what may be interesting for some of you is that she had fats throughout her prep. So she had additional fats throughout the whole of her prep. She had fats right throughout her prep. She didn't have trace fats at all during her prep. On the other hand, myself, at periods of time, I went to zero fat. Literally zero additional fat. Just carbs and protein. Literally just that. I had a big period of time in my prep. It really helped me get lean. And for a lady, for hormones, it's really important that we keep those additional fats in. Really, really important. We keep them in. So she had fats throughout her whole prep. Big difference between me and her. That was a big one. Macronutrients was a little different, but for good causes. Very lean, peeled out me nuts. I needed to be peeled out my head, right? She needed to be very lean. Category, bikini, they want separation, but they don't want a hard, grainy condition. They don't want striations. For me, striations all over. Yes, please. We need them. We want them. We want to be very low body fat. She didn't need to be as low body fat, but enough to feel the pinch of prep. That's for sure. Adherence was a mega one. Absolute mega, yeah? This doesn't work. All of this, getting to the destination, doesn't work with without adherence. This is the key. This is number one. Can't get around this. We both had to adhere. We both had to work hard. When prep gets tough, and there's times where you're doing high amount of steps, you may have high amount of cardio, your food may be low. You can have all three of these happening whilst having to work your 9-hour day, your 10-hour day at work. Especially for Chanel, she had to work long days at periods of her prep. You still need to turn up to the gym. You still need to be a wife or a husband. It may even be a parent. You still need to crack on with life while it's happening, while it's going on. And that's why we need to know that we can crack on while doing this. And that's the make it or break it moment in prep, especially as things get tough. Things get a little overwhelming, it'll happen, but it happens to everybody, but you need to make it, break it, push through and crack on and find a way, and it works. So this mega important, and it was in both of our preps, and it's in everybody's prep. Monthly cycle, something we had to deal with. Obviously, she's a lady, monthly cycle. Very common as a lady gets to a certain level of lean, loses a certain amount of body fat, you will see that the monthly cycle actually disappears. It's common, it does happen. It doesn't always happen, but it does happen. But we try to manage it the best we can. And this is something we've got to take into account of when she's lost her cycle, how long can that prep last? That is something you need to remember. As for myself, you need to remember about, how long you've been on, and for her for lipolytics, but more for myself would be this one here. How long is your prep going to last? How's it going to be? How long are you going to expose yourself to your max exposure of gear? Which is something that, obviously, lipolytics, we do have to, obviously, recall. We can't leave someone taking Clen for all year, do you know what I mean? But obviously this, and there's no anabolic, so this was obviously a big deterrent on how long you can prep for. Obviously your physique and in yourself, that's another one. But monthly cycle, big role in the female. Once that's gone, how long can you actually have this prep go on for? Something that we need to think about. As a first timer, how long do you want them to go on without it? Are they going for a pro card? Are they willing to take that risk for, is the risk worth the benefit, is the reward, that kind of message coming across here. So something that comes across, and something that you need to think about, especially as a competitor, when that comes in there. And that's why you may have seen on my coaching documents with my females, I actually have them track where their monthly cycle is. So they actually have a column where they put a 1, and it tracks how many days since the last time they had a cycle. As soon as that's gone, you can actually count how many days it's been. So some really useful tools that we have at our disposal as coaches, but also that obviously some useful information between the differences between the two. Right, this got way too technical, this fucking video. Do you know what? Sometimes I love talking about this, but sometimes I just feel like I talk like a robot and sound like the rest of the boring fuckers that say all this shit. I hope I didn't come across too boring. I want my fucking lessons to be fun. Even though they're not really a lesson, it's just entertainment, if anything. I did train to be a teacher my first year at university. Can you imagine me being a teacher with my big bushy beard? Not fucking messing around in my fucking classroom. Get out, you little cunt. Fuck off. That's why I didn't become a teacher. Like, subscribe. Until the next one, see you later. Welcome back to the video. Yes, we're here. Welcome to the pool session. You've probably seen this session before. If you didn't, I think you have actually. I think I actually even filmed this session. It's the RDL fucking pool day. It's tremendous. We're training it. We'll hit it every 10th day. We pull from the floor from our recovery capabilities. If you didn't see the reel, because Instagram's really odd, I will post a reel and it will get loads of reach, 10,000, whatever. I don't really get Instagram, but I post it. But I posted a video of the basically some highlights of this video, and this little bit, I put the Titanic music, but the really shitty flute one. If you haven't seen it, give it a look, give it a like. Might as well plug myself. But I don't get it, because sometimes people see them, sometimes people not. And I thought it was really funny. I found it really funny. I've been laughing about it all morning. But apparently, Instagram can just sometimes not get these things out to people because they're fucking cunts. Maybe they're against the fucking... They don't like the comics. Yeah, they don't like the comedic part of the videos. Fuck them. RDL's coming in. Look at that calf. Look at that calf action. Look at that. He's doing fuck all, but a good bit of action there. Got a good angle on the calves there. Definitely, they fucking come up. But more. If I'm training them frequently and I'm fucking pushing my body weight up, I'd hope so that they come up with my body weight if I'm training them. Do you know what I mean? One of those ones. I feel the weirdest thing is about calves. There's obviously progressive overload. We know how to train, etc. But there's no sort of someone sussed the way of of calves. There is still a mystery muscle, isn't it? And where's your eyes looking, guys? Come on, your missus on the sofa. Yeah, she's looking. My eyes are looking at myself. I don't know where where are you looking? Where are you looking? I'm looking at those weights. So what are you looking at? And I tell you what, if your partner's in the room, they're looking at you as well, going, what are you looking at? I'm not looking at it. I'm a married man. I'm looking the other way. Right now, I'm looking the other way. Trust me. Do you know what I mean? Especially now. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking at myself. That was a really good set. But no, overall, this was a fucking fantastic session. And this was on a high day. And I had a fucking curry for my cheat meal, right? And let me tell you something. About that. The idea of it was great. I ate it. It tasted amazing. It digested nicely. But obviously, the morning after, it obviously didn't consume very well, right? Because the fucking Jesus Christ. Like, you know when you wake up before your alarm because you need to go for a shit that bad? I had one of those ones. The deli belly this morning was unreal. It was just rah! And then I went out for my fucking fasted walk, and then I went halfway through my walk, I could just feel my belly going, and I got home, and I fucking busted the door down. I was like, no one was there, so no one was in my way, but I felt like people were in my way, because I started sweating, I started getting hot, and then I fucking sat on the toilet, and it happened again. So I know, you know, when it comes to the off-season, pushing again, so, you know, we're not going to be fucking about with that. It's really, really nice. But I ain't fucking about with it. We'll just stick to something that just digests well. You know what I mean? We just got to think like that. You know, it's about getting massive here. We'll save them for the special occasions. Yeah. So yeah, this was on a high day. So we actually had some extra cream of rice going in before this workout. Fucking tremendous. I felt great. I ate it. I got to the gym. I had an in-person check-in, so I ate quite. You know, ate just basically left. Had that, obviously, he's all good, sorted, etc. I should have probably filmed that, but I didn't. He's all good, he's all merry. Boom, done, we're happy days. Started training, had my pre-workout, sat down for a little bit, let it make sure I was settled. Boom, started training. Oh, it felt fucking amazing. I felt like a stallion. The pump was unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's amazing. You can't beat that feeling. There's something about that feeling, like, yeah, regardless of whatever training style you do, just the feeling of like that, the muscle just filling up against the skin and like pushing against it, actually, like, it feels like it's going to burst. You can't beat that. You just can't beat that feeling. It's so like intense. It's ridiculous. You know, you've got to train hard to get there. You can't train like an absolute weighty spaghetti, but I felt like a fucking animal, especially doing these arms. I felt like He-Man, even though I looked nothing like him. Well, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Actually, nothing alike. Just nothing alike. These talking about the session, not fucking He-Man. This here, single arm machine curls, polishing off the arms. You know what I mean? Just polishing them off, just finishing it off. Why not? Do you know what I mean? That's what I do. Getting it done. So yeah, just finishing off with some curls with this session. I did do some abs, but I didn't film you. And then I did 25 minutes cardio after this, which then, like, the cardio, when you first start cardio from not doing it, like, let's say like moderate intense cardio, you're not actually getting like your heart rate up, not like walking outside. Cool, you feel so unfit, but when you start getting into it, you know, you start feeling, I think my last video I got a little bit psycho on there, but you feel it, it's good. It's like that those 25 minutes on there just go like that, like it's a piece of piss. But like when you first start, it's like, Jesus Christ, this is a bit hard. This is like first 15 minutes session, you're like, Jesus Christ, this is like, your legs all get fucked up. You do it now, it's like your legs don't even lock up after. They just know how to respond. It's just like you're an animal. You can train legs and go do cardio, and like, to be honest, that's still a little bit difficult because your legs feel a little bit more heavy, but nowhere near. You don't lock up or anything. They don't fucking seize. The first time getting on that fucking Stairmaster, you should have seen the state of me. I couldn't even, my legs were so pumped and fucked. I was like, Jesus. My lungs were banged up. I was, oh man, it was like I run a marathon. I was fucked up. But I did push myself, you know what I mean? Like, if someone says get to 100, get your heart rate to 130, I'll get it to 130. I ain't fucking around. If you're worried, if you can't get your results, and you know, make sure that you're doing your shit. You know what I mean? Like, things like that. If you're struggling or you're stalling in your fat loss, you know, make sure you're giving it some beans, especially when you start to adapt. Anyway, it's coming towards the end of the video, so I'll let you enjoy this last bit, and I'll see you in the next. I don't know if you can see me. We're at Tesco's, and it's fairly warm. I haven't been to this Tesco's in a long time. But I tell you what, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I need to get a basket. Also, yes, I didn't film any of the cheat meal. My bad. Hopefully you can see me. I mean, the drinks are... What do I get? I'm thinking about it. I want to get like some fizzy pop. I've been fancying fizzy pop. I need to see what fizzy pop they got. This is my basket. Just the things I need. Typical bodybuilding foods. Especially this one. I've only gone and fucking found it. Look at this beast. Need a bit of this. Right, you should be able to see me pretty well. I got myself a fucking treat in there. So you'll see what I got. Look at this. This is marshmallows. I don't know who that is. But he's got a marshmallow head. I'll see, recognise it. Watermelon and strawberry flavoured Zero Coke. Or Coke Zero. Let's see what this is all about, eh? You know when you put sweets in Coke when you were little and you thought it was a good idea, but then it ended up tasting like shit? It tastes a bit like that. It's alright, but I wouldn't buy it again. I'll take another sip. Maybe I was being too harsh. I don't know if it's growing on me. It's about a 4 out of 10. It's alright. I'll finish it, but I won't buy it again. Stick to fucking Coke Zero. It's a lot better. Actually, the one that is good is cherry, and I'll tell you what else is good, vanilla. That's not bad. Maybe I should have bought a fucking 6-pack of them, but I got Pepsi. I got 7-Up cherries. You know what the funny thing is? I guarantee Chanel will see this and she'll be like, oh, it best be one for me. You don't come back for 7 days. You're in Turkey. What do you want? What the fuck is going on? I can guarantee you, this is it. This is what happens when you get married. It's just typical shit. I need to fill my car up and I need to get back home. It's 9:30. Fucking late one for me. So, we're back in the fucking hot seat. And this is the reality. If people talk about coaching. Here we go. Hang on a minute. Look who it is. It's the fucking old dear. Let's answer it on the thing. Oi!
You said 5 minutes. It's been like 12.
Sorry, well, I had people check in late today, so I did the check-ins.
Don't tell me 5 minutes and take like 12.
Sorry, I'm going to actually switch to my phone because I need to get off this.
Do you want to know something?
What?
12:30.
It's 10:30 here.
Yeah, and it's 12:30 here, Bell End.
Got the amp?
Yeah, I do.
Say it. Say I got the amp.
I've got the amp.
There we go. Do you still love me?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean you get so? It's meant to be yes. I love you dearly.
Oh yeah, I love you dearly. Yeah.
There you go. That's better. All right. I'm gonna switch now.